Hello friends, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox, and today I'm participating in Altenews' 10th anniversary celebration Instagram hop. The information with prizes, etc. is out on Altenews' Instagram page as well as my Instagram page, so come and hop along. So my inspiration was these yoga pants. I love the deep purples, pinks, other colors in there. So the first thing I did was I black embossed the large Billowing Peonies image on an 8x8 piece of cardstock. And these are the colors I chose. So you can see there's kind of some peaches and pinks and purples and blues. And so what I'm doing is I'm using and lining up the stencils, one by one. That piece of cardstock there in the center is to help me not over color into the other blooms. So again, I do that all the time just to help keep me contained a little bit, I guess. But again, I'm working here and just using my Altenews mini blending tools. And so, again, color layer by layer, deeper by deeper. You can see that I'm not coloring the blooms one color. I'm using all three of these colors on the single blooms and just kind of letting them meld together. I think that's a really cool look. So you should see a red arrow at the lower right-hand section of your screen. I'd love to have you as a subby friend here on YouTube. So again, I'm still just kind of working with my colors, just adding more layers. It just kind of helps to darken it. In hindsight, I might have chosen deeper colors so that I could more closely match my cute yoga pants. But, again, I'm real happy with the way this one turned out. So again, I'm just kind of layer by layer adding additional layers and deepening the colors. And so this one you see includes a leaf, and surprise, I'm not using green on my leaves. If you notice, the yoga pants did not have green leaves on it, so I am using the corals and the pinks to do the leaves, and I think that really gave it an interesting look. So again, just kind of working here, adding the color. Just way too much fun. Way too much fun. All right, so there's the final image. Isn't that pretty? I'm real happy with it. So the next thing I did was I pulled out the coordinating die, and we'll go ahead and get that lined up real well. And then I'll go ahead and use Altenews tape. I love this stuff. It works very, very well. And so again, I went ahead and die cut. You'll notice that I trimmed down the sides of that piece of paper because I have a big shot and it was not going to fit in there if I had an 8-inch wide piece. So I had to kind of get creative. So again, I went ahead and trimmed the sides so that I could run it through the big shot. So I'm real happy with this image. And in the end, you'll see I actually got 2 cards out of it. So the next thing I'm doing is I grabbed a coordinating Copic marker because I'm going to mount this on a deep, deep blue background. And I think that just really helps the colors to pop. I was just really amazed. There's that blue background that I plan to use. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm using a sparkle texture paste. So again, this is a Ranger product. So I went back and grabbed the kind of the smallest top layer of the blooms, and I went ahead and centered the stencil back over it, and then I am adding this texture paste here to those openings to give the center just a little bit of sparkle. It's got a few sparkle type pieces in it, but then I went ahead and threw my rock candy glitter on top of it. This is clear and it just really sparkles. The back, I use the Dotted Swiss debossing folder or die to do that, and I really like the way that looks. So now I've moved on to inking and stamping some of the sentiments. So again, I've just pulled out my small Misty here, and I'm using, the deep, deep, deep blue ink. So again, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it. I want to make sure that it's completely dry. So again, I am cleaning off the stamp again, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Versamark and clear embossing powder on there. I like that look of, just kind of a little bit of extra shine, especially I since I had that with the center here with the rock candy glitter. So again, you can see there how shiny and pretty that turned out. So again, I'm using the coordinating dies to cut those out, and I cut a couple of additional pieces so that I could stack them. It just gives it a little bit more texture and interest, I think. So again, we'll go ahead and use my little tweezers there, my Altenew tweezers, and stack them up. And then add the sentiment there and make sure that that, is completely adhered. So again, now I'm playing with that image. I'm going to have to cut that. Ooh. So I'm kind of playing with it here to see where I can, get the best image here for this particular card. So again, I know I'm going to put the sentiment there at the bottom someplace. So again, I'm still just kind of playing with it, and which way do I want to orient it on my A2 card. So what I did was I took an A2 panel and lined it up here so I would know exactly where to cut it. So again, this is the final cut that I made. So there is the A2 card, and so I'm kind of playing with the other image here, and because it ran off the side, I really can't use that, for my A2 card. So again, I'm just trying to clean the edge up there, and then we'll go ahead and I'm using my tape runner gun, and we'll go ahead and tape that flower on there. Again, still trying to, which way do I want to orient it. I'll go ahead and trim the excess leaves and things off. So again, I made a decision here, and so it's going to be in the portrait mode. So I'll go ahead and glue that sentiment on there at the lower right hand side. So pretty, so pretty. I'm really happy with this. And so here's this extra piece. So what am I going to do with this? Well, what I discovered is that it's wide enough to put on a slimline card, a mini slimline, I should say, not slimline, mini slimline. So again, I set up another mini slimline base. I cut the blue cardstock to fit it, and I went ahead and adhered the flowers there to that, and then we'll go ahead and do another coordinating sentiment with some back pieces there. So again, I'm just kind of gluing, trying to get them all put together. It's kind of fun to get a bonus card out of one image and that you've worked so hard to color. So again, we'll go ahead and attach that. So don't forget to go over to Instagram, both Altenew's and also on mine, and then there's a whole list of other designers, other people that are celebrating this hop. So we want you to join and win prizes. Again, it's Terry with Terry's Mailbox. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Blogger. Would love to have you subscribe.